Okay, Mania is in the books. It is done. It didn't do so hot. I think I actually got since I mentioned there was a Divas match, I picked the faces to win, and the heels won. So that being like 5 out of 5, 5 out of 10. So we'll start off, with Sheamus versus Morrison and R-Truth. Actually, a decent opener. I thought Miz came off looking good, so did Morrison, so did Truth. And of course, nice ending with Morrison hopping on the middle rope to do his springboard kick. Show catching him with a fist. 3. Worked, it was good. Miz rocking all the gold coming down in the ring. Looked good, it worked. I like that. Thought it was a very, very good opener. Had the Orton DiBiase Rhodes match. All Orton, all Rhodes DiBiase, till they tried to start pinning Orton. But Orton, like I said, he was gonna win. Gave the punt to Rhodes, hit DiBiase with the RKO. Looked good, looked solid. Very good match. For the most, it's a pretty solid pay-per-view. Up to this point. I think then we had the Money in the Bank match. It was okay. The problem with a 10-man one is you get lots of bizarre spots that may or may not make sense. Kofi kind of blew a spot here, There were some moments here and there where you can tell people just... The ladders were super flimsy, so no one could really get severely injured by them. And Kofi kind of just, snapped, fell apart. And the winner was Swagger. I saw a bunch of friends and we all, filled out little scorecards and whatnot. And nobody picked Swagger. And Swagger, after fumbling with the briefcase for like 3 minutes, won Money in the Bank. Never would have guessed that in a million years. Nope, never would have guessed Swagger being the winner of that. Okay, I don't think there's anybody dark horse favorite was Swagger. But he's your Money in the Bank champion. Triple H, Sheamus. I knew H was going to win, but he was going to make Sheamus look really good. Sheamus came off like he took his game to a whole nother level. And he actually came off looking really good, even though he came just a little bit short against H. Good match. It worked well. Both guys came off looking really good in that match. Well, let's see. We're pretty much through most of the card now. And up to this point, it's been a fairly solid pay-per-view. Then we had the Bret Hart McMahon match. Knowing that Bret can't take a bump at all meant Vince got like almost no offense in. The whole, I paid your family to come out here and they're the lumberjacks. Hart, we took your checks and we cashed them, and it's double cross on you, Vince. Vince screwed Vince. And then it was just, random, I'm going to beat you down with a crowbar. Fake a sharpshooter. Fake a sharpshooter. Beat you down with a chair. Put you in a sharpshooter. I actually found it to be better when Tyson Kidd, oh man, blanking on his name, Davey Boy's kid, and Natalya were beating on him than seeing Bret Hart do it. It just took way too long. And of course, Vince typed out to a sharpshooter. It was a good match. It had great build-up. Execution was, physical limitations of wrestlers tend to lead to matches that are what you expected, but you always hope it would have been better. Man, we are blazing this pay-per-view. The Edge Jericho match, great match. I don't think anybody picked Jericho to win this, and yet he retained. He ended up hit Edge with the title when the ref was down, went for a pin, Edge kicked out, hit Edge with the codebreaker, 1, 2, 3. Good match, loved it. Up to this point, that was like the match of the night. Ten-Diva tag match, ironically, with tagging. very bizarre to see a Divas match that has tagging nowadays. I don't think anybody tagged in any of the, I think it started out with Vicky Guerrero started out. Oh, Jim started out with Beth Phoenix, then Beth tagged out to like Gail Kim, then Gail Kim tagged out to Eve Torres, and Eve Torres tagged out to Mickey James mixed in to Kelly Kelly. And then it became every woman came in and hit whatever their supposed finisher is. And then Kelly Kelly got pinned by Vicky. And she did probably one of the worst topper moves I've ever seen. She like on the top rope, then like jumped onto her feet and then fell top of Mickey and fell top of Kelly Kelly. And rolled her up so tight, Kelly's shoulder left the mat. So then had to re-pin her. Oh, I forgot the CM Punk Mysterio match. Really good. Really hope Punk's will win this because he had a great build going into it. This would have really helped catapult him, and it would make for a great storyline. Having Punk trying to sabotage, Mysterio trying to sabotage Punk's group from the inside would have been a much better storyline. But instead, Mexi Cena got the win. Batista, John Cena. On a side note, Norway is an awesome country. If you saw the sign, Norway hates Cena. And of course, like most John Cena matches, he ends up no selling, a couple of large moves, and then gets Dave to tap out. Oh, I forgot, Cena came out with a super long, drawn out color guard demonstration. We were doing the gangster thing in Chicago, which was great, when you're from Chicago, that people just think that all it is Tommy guns and people shooting stuff, to them driving the car in Detroit, to the Slim Shady, Million Cena March, to doing this one. Now, of course, the best was their main event was Taker Michaels. This was a great match, easily the match of the night. Was as good as their match last year. It told a better story, had better emotion to it, but last year's match was still technically a better match than this one. And of course, Taker won after hitting a hopping tombstone pile driver. He had beaten Shawn down, and he yelled at Shawn, "Stay down." Shawn gets up, does this, slaps Taker in the face. He's like, "No, you're going to finish me." Picks up another tombstone, jumps with it, tombstone. 1, 2, 3, Michael's career is done. So, I'm going to do a recap. Money in the Bank, Swagger. Mysterio won. Sheamus retained. H won. Orton won. Hart won. Taker won. Heel Divas won. Cena won. And Jericho won. And it's probably about it for wrestling unless someone gets fired or it's Extreme Rules.